What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Modern Fatherhood Podcast. I am on my way home from work this time. But today I wanted to talk about what are some of the things I wish I had done whenever I found out I was going to be a dad. Um, and this mainly comes because I got a personal message on TikTok from a young man who just found out he's going to be a dad. And he asked, what are some of the things that he should do to be better prepared? Um, First thing is it doesn't matter how much you prepare, it's not going to be enough. Just like when you hear people talk about how they're waiting for the right moment to have a kid, you're going to be waiting forever. But that doesn't mean you can't try your best to be prepared. Um, First things first, uh, I would say right off the bat, I don't. It depends on what your pay schedule is and how big your paychecks are and things like that, because you have to do it to where it's financially smart for you. Because baby stuff is expensive. But I would start with diapers. It is a lot cheaper to slowly buy diapers and stock up ahead of time than it is to wait until the baby is here and start buying up a bunch of diapers. Um, you can keep the receipts. Uh, I'll tape the receipt to the box, um, and then I just slowly stock up on diapers. And another reason you want to keep the receipt is because there are some brands of diapers that might not agree with your baby's skin. Some babies have sensitive skin. Um, and there's so many different diapers to choose from. Uh, there's so many options. It's crazy now. Um, but personally, Pampers Swaddlers were a really good one. Um, Especially once they get into the nighttime brand. That's a game changer if you have a baby that sleeps through the night and you're a lucky one. Those are game changers and that they don't leak in their sleep. Um, but Pampers, Huggies, Hello Bello's a really good one. Um, and then Pampers has a pure one too. That's really good. Another that leads me to the next point with Pampers Pure. Another good thing to slowly stock up on. It doesn't matter if you're buying the pack of two wipes or what. Maybe buy wipes later on. They shouldn't dry out because they're all sealed. But uh, slowly buy wipes and stock up your supply on wipes. It cannot hurt to have some wipes on hand and to slowly stock up on those because you're gonna burn through them. Every time your baby shits, you're not gonna sit there and grab one wipe and wipe and fold the wipe every now, every time. Um, I know some parents do it. I don't, because well, I'm trying to get that baby clean, so I'm just snatching wipes. And then the worst thing ever is when you grab a wipe and you pull, and they all come with it. It's just a line of wipes, and you're like, motherfucker. Happens all the time. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, go ahead and just start stocking up on stuff. It's a good thing to do, and it helps you so much in the long run, especially when that baby's here, because we live in America, and the cost of having a baby is outrageous. And there are so many other costs to associate with having a baby. You have to think about the appointments. You have to think about um, the baby's first shots, if you're paying out of pocket for the shots, if you don't have health insurance, which a lot of people don't. Um, all that stuff runs up really quick. So if there's just something you can do over a long period of time to prepare yourself for when that baby is here, do it. Um, let's see, baby clothes. You can get gender neutral clothes. Those white onesies and stuff. You can get those because you're gonna burn through clothes anyway with the baby eating and spitting up and all that. Or blowing out. That's gonna happen too. Um, so just gender neutral clothes that you can go ahead and slowly buy. Um, another thing, it is going to be up to the mom on whether she is going to try to breastfeed or not. That is completely her choice. Don't even try to have a say in it. That is not your struggle. That is not your call. Hush. But if she does want to formula feed, or even if she thinks she might formula feed, you can either start buying formula and have the receipt, but you can't do it too soon because formula does expire, and you obviously can't trade it in once it expires. Or you can do a formula fund where you just save up money, put it in a little folder, whatever you want to do to save up money for formula because formula is fucking expensive. It is crazy. 1 tin of formula will run you like $50. And while when the baby's first born, you don't go through a whole tin very quick. Give it a little time when that baby's killing 6 ounce bottles, 4, 5, 6 ounce bottles, all the way up to 8 ounce bottles, and see how quick that formula runs out. It goes quick. Next thing you know, you're spending $200 a week on formula. It happens. So if there's a way to again ease that cost, try to do it. Um, another thing that I would stress or push to anybody who is a formula feeding parent, the Baby Breeza. That thing is a fucking game changer. It is like a Keurig for baby formula. You pour the formula in the top and you have water in there. You walk up, you hit a button, and makes the formula right into the bottle. Temperature ready. It's got three settings for however your baby likes the formula. And I mean, beautiful. That thing was a game changer, especially when it's 2 o'clock in the morning or you're half asleep and the baby's not wanting to uh, be chill because it's middle of the night and the baby's hungry too. Oh yeah, that baby breeze is the game changer. I would stress that to anybody. Uh, put it on your baby registry. Um, that's another thing. If you have a village, have a baby registry. Ask for those things on the baby registry. Um, diaper raffles, things like that. All that stuff can help. Any help helps, but um, especially whenever they're helping you and giving you diapers and stuff. Um, Son's just going to be on the camera. So if you're watching this, sorry. Um, let's see. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I'm gonna just keep going. We've covered formula, diapers, wipes, clothes. Um, make sure to go ahead if you have insurance. This is if you have insurance. Go ahead and call them, and if it's your wife, call them, and whenever she sets up her appointment with her OBGYN, go ahead and talk to them and figure out how much it's going to cost for the birth because um, in a lot of cases they'll have payment plans to pay up to when the baby is going to be delivered. So go ahead and figure that out and budget that. Uh, and then if you don't, then you can go ahead and try to figure out how much it's going to cost by calling the hospitals and things like that. And just go ahead and have that on your radar so you know, hey, this is the cost of all of this. Because there's going to be more appointments than you can possibly realize, and they don't stop. The other thing is find the pediatrician you're going to want to use. Um, a lot of times you can do that with a Facebook post, just asking other parents in your area, hey, who do y'all recommend for this? Um, I know we already had an established one, so we didn't really have that struggle. But with my first son, I did because um, I didn't know who to take him to. But there were people that around me that did, and we tried out a couple, and then once I won custody of him, that's when I really established a pediatrician for him, and he's been going to that pediatrician ever since. And having a pediatrician you can trust is an amazing thing because it's scary whenever you have to go and take your kid to the doctor and you don't know what's going on. Um, yeah, yeah. Since we're talking about pediatricians, let's talk about another thing. You are not obligated to let anybody near your child when that child is born. Let me repeat it. You are not obligated to let anybody near your kid when it is born. And that does include the hospital. Do not let your friends, family, anybody. That baby is new to the world, and that is your baby. And it is your responsibility to make sure that baby is safe. And there's some nasty people out there that don't wash their hands or uh, are around other sick kids. And some of it's not their fault, okay? There are things out of people's control. But your family pressuring you to see that baby is not worth your baby's health, period. That is not up for debate. It's not and ifs or buts. You can feel however you want about it. Fuck you. I don't care. Okay? When it comes to when that baby is first born, I promise people are going to say, when can I come see the baby? Can I come up to the hospital? All of that. One, it's going to be up to the mom. You have a say in it, but it's going to be up to the mom, and you both make that decision. But the mom just put her life at risk bringing that baby into the world, and that baby does not need to get sick or already be put in danger because your family can't take no for an answer. Put that boundary there and don't budge on it. Let people be mad. That baby's not going anywhere, so they can wait. The mama needs to rest. The baby needs to grow a little bit. Um, and that can piss people off. I don't care. Okay. Uh, when we had my last child, we were in the room and we did not let people come immediately um, because of that. But we were in the hospital for longer than a day too. But we waited. We let mom rest, let her recover a little bit. And then the people we did let come, when they came through the door, my oldest kid was literally, he'd look at them and say, wash your hands. And they would have to wash their hands and everything right there before they walked in the room. Your baby's health is not worth anything. So there's not much more to say on that. That is, as I say, cut and dry. Um, but that leads me to my next, the main point of what I was getting at. Um, go ahead and stock up on like the medications and shit you might need. When the baby's first born, there's not a lot that they can give to a baby. There's not a lot you can give to a baby. You're going to go to the pediatrician a lot, especially if there's different health issues, and they can direct you with medication. Um, but I would go ahead, and this is just precautionary because you might not have any issues at all, and I hope you don't. But if you do, it's better to be prepared because, again, this stuff can get expensive, and it doesn't hurt to stock up on it ahead of time. It's better to spend $5 to $10 here and there than it is to try to go and buy all these things last minute, or worse, in the middle of the night when baby's screaming and mom is overtired and she's waking you up, or vice versa, and you're taking care of the child and you have to wake her up. Um, so I would say gas drops. Um, Personally, we like the brand Mylicon, Mylic, Mylicon, guessing on it. But it was at CVS, Walgreens, and Target, I believe, for a while. And you can find the gas drops, but they also had probiotic drops that were very good as well. Um, so yeah, gas drops, probiotic drops. Um, Probiotic drops can get expensive too. That's why I'm bringing that up now too. Is stock up on those because it's very healthy for the child, and um, it also can help them have regular poops and not get constipated. It's healthy for them. Um, Tylenol and Motrin, go ahead and buy those. Now, one thing I will say is the children's Tylenol is better regulated and tested than the infant Tylenol. And as long as you look and you buy the right ones and you're checking, uh, you'll see that the blend of the medicine is the same. But the children's Tylenol and stuff is tested and better regulated than the infant Tylenol. Um, don't know why that is, but that's just what I was led to understand and was told and researched a little bit. So I always buy children because the dosage is the same. But regardless, you do whatever you want to do. This is just me rambling in my car, like I like to say. Go ahead and stock up on that medication. Um, Saline drops. Yeah, saline drops, and you also have at Target they have a saline mask. Okay, and it's just a saline bottle, and then it has a mask that fits over their face. And they have a baby one. It's a saline mist, and odds are baby's not going to like it, but that thing works great. Um, which leads me to one of the other things to go ahead and have. And you can buy this closer because it's not like a stock up on, but the nose Frida, baby Frida stuff is amazing. But that nose Frida, once you get past the fact that you're the one physically sucking the booger out of their nose, um, that thing is amazing. And it's going to help you a lot because babies get snotty, um, especially if the baby has to go to daycare or is around other kids, odds are baby's gonna get sick. Or if you live anywhere in the South, pollen is gonna get that. So that's a thing to consider. Uh, let's see. Um, Bathtubs. So at first, your kitchen sink works fine if you have a good kitchen sink. Um, Here we are with Baby Frida again. Baby Frida has a bathtub that is very easy and good to use. And it has a very soft, like pillow-like on the inside. But they also have sink pillows for giving your baby a bath, which work very well. Um, but we like the Baby Frida tub, um, and that's really important to have because you got to give the baby a bath. Soap wise, that's going to be something you're going to have to figure out yourself for whenever you have your child, what soap you're going to use. Some babies do really well with just regular Dove. Um, some babies don't. Aveeno is a good brand. Um, and they're coming out with a lot more natural stuff now, which is good to use because of allergies and things like that, sensitive skin. Um, my kids have sensitive skin, so we used the Dove uh, Sensitive and Dove Eczema Care. Um, Same with the lotion, because you have to put lotion on the baby after you give them a bath. Their skin will dry out really easily. So you can buy those in kits, but that's going to be a test it and see how it goes type deal. Um, Hopefully you have no issues. That would be ideal, of course. But if you do, um, just be ready to test a couple different things. Uh, there we go. Let's see. Damn, we covered a good bit. Uh, all right, it's not about a fallout. We're good. Let's see. Car seats. Okay, that's gonna be a large chunk of change. Large chunk of change. So, um, here is my advice on car seats. Don't cheap out on a car seat. Um, you're gonna be stressed. You're gonna be thinking about money. Uh, when it comes to your kid, never cheap out on safety. And that's easy for me to say now, and especially whenever I had my first kid, uh, it was easy to just try to find something, and that is okay. I am not judging you if you are just trying to find something going on Facebook Marketplace. I've been there. I understand. I've done it. That being said, get a car seat with a base. Bases are game changers. They're amazing, especially when that baby is super itty bitty tiny. If you can get a baby uh, baby car seat with a base that also has a stroller, even better. Because you just click them out of the car, click them right onto the stroller. A1. Um, it is important to check if you buy the car seat off of Facebook Marketplace or wherever you buy it. It is important to check the expiration date. Yes, there is an expiration date on that car seat. A lot of the times it's going to be like if it's a car seat with a base, it'll be on the bottom of it on the fins that lock into the base. That'll be right there. And if it's like an actual car seat, um, a lot of times it'll be on the back in the plastic, or sometimes it's even under the cloth uh, or the headrest, I would say. It'll be there. But make sure it's not expired. They do have an expiration date. They have a amount of time that they are deemed safe, or that they'll hold up to the safety standards that were set when it was made. Um, which I didn't know, uh, but now you do, so you don't have to be like me and not know. Um, the other thing is, I loved the Grow with Me car seats. They are more expensive. They are more expensive, but you only got to buy one. Okay. That thing, we got one for my son, and well, clarify. One was given to me for my son because they are expensive. Um, and he had it all the way until I turned it into a booster seat for him. So that's what I mean why or buy it's more expensive, but you only got to buy one because it's still in the garage. He's in a real booster seat now. But I put it back together. I took everything off. I'm cleaning it, and now it's going to be the extra car seat for my car and not the family car. Um, so it is more expensive, and if you can find one on Facebook Marketplace, if you don't want to pay full price, just make sure that expiration date is good, and you can get one. And whenever you first buy them, They look just like the infant car seats that you would think of, and then they just slowly convert until they're sitting all the way up, extended out. They're a booster with straps, and then once they're too big for that, the whole back comes off, and it's just a booster. Um, but the other thing is, do not try to turn your baby around too soon with the car seats. The longer they can be rear facing, the better. Okay. That is the safest way for them to ride in the car. Don't try to turn them around just because you want to see your baby. Um, Leading off of that, the reason I brought that up too is you can go on Amazon or eBay, but we got ours off Amazon, and those infant video monitor kits are so cheap now. You can get one with a 5-inch screen with like 12 foot of wire, and it just plugs into your cigarette lighter. Um, that way you don't have to sit there and be like, I want to see my baby, or the baby wants to see you. Sorry, the baby needs to be rear facing. But that way you can at least see your baby and check on it. Um, Even though most time, hopefully, car will knock them right out. I know for my son, if I couldn't get him to sleep, we would hop in the truck and ride around for a bit. He'd brack out, and I'd carry him on inside and put him to bed. Um, but yeah, car seat is a big investment. The other thing for stuff to get, the Mamaroo bassinet is it's expensive. It's expensive. Find one on Facebook if you can. Um, the Mamaroo bassinet is amazing. It's amazing. It sits there and it rocks them, and it has, I think the new one has like vibrating in it, like a vibration. And then also they have it has white noise that plays um and different sleep sounds. Uh yeah, that thing's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um the other thing is, if you want to be a side sleeping parent, I do not judge you for being a side sleeper parent or a co-sleeping parent. I totally understand co-sleeping. Um, do it safely. You can have that Mamaroo bassinet next to the bed, right next to you, or they have extension. They're like extensions that you can put on your bed that has a little gate, but the baby is right there with you, connected to your bed, and you can just lower that piece. That way, there's the safety element of you not rolling on your baby, um, or a baby rolling off the bed. Um, a good swing. Mamoru has a swing. None of my kids ever liked it. Um, it made them nauseous. So I can't preach for the Mamoru swing. Um, but a good swing with a mobile, whatever on top that spins, just something there. Um, is all you need. Um, that's my list of things. Um, there's other things that are gonna come up that you're gonna need, washcloths, things of that nature. But those are the heavy hitter points that now that you know you're having a kid, you got a list and slowly chip away at it. Um, there's nothing wrong with Facebook. There's nothing wrong with Goodwill. There's nothing wrong with Kitty Kid. Kid to Kid. Yeah, that place. Go to Kid to Kid for a lot of this. They have it, and it's heavily discounted. Um, Kid to Kid is amazing. It is an amazing resource. Um, Not only can you go there and buy all of this, when you're done with it, you can take it back, like the bassinets and stuff, because that is a place where you can take the clothes and sell them to them, like the clothes that your baby's not using anymore, the stuff they're not using anymore. Take them, they'll buy it. You can get a store credit, and you can get the clothes, like the next size clothes and things like that that your baby's going to need. That place is amazing. I love it. Do I think they're cheap asses sometimes when they're buying my stuff? Yes, I do. But they're still an amazing place. And all the things that they don't buy, they do donate to charities that are typically local charities. Like in our case, it's a local charity, and they you can see which ones on the tax write-off they give you for your donation. Um, but amazing, amazing place. Uh, but the point of that is there's nothing wrong with buying secondhand or third hand. Um, Go on Facebook, go on your parent Facebook pages, the parenting groups and stuff, and don't be afraid to say, "Hey, does anybody have extra of this? Does anybody have this they're not using that they'd be willing to sell?" Um, Save money. It's okay. You don't have to buy new everything. There are certain things you have to buy new, or you should buy new. Um, but there's nothing wrong with buying secondhand and trying to save money. um, and don't feel pressured to do so. Uh, that being said, that's what I got for you, man. Good luck in fatherhood. I hope you keep listening. Happy to get more advice or answer any questions. Um, Keep reaching out in the DM. I'm happy to be here for you as you start this journey, and I'm excited for you. There's nothing like being a dad, and it's made me the happiest person. So, thank you guys for listening. Follow on Spotify. Um, Give me a rate. Listen over there. Working on the other stuff. We'll get there. Find me on Facebook and TikTok, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.